Hey guys, Caller here, bringing you another single video that was requested by a viewer, and this is Firebathero versus Sheis, played a year ago, July 17th, 07, in a Proleague game between Samson Khan and STX. Sheis is another Terran player, by the way, and the person who suggested to me was Black Magister, or Black Magister, or however he wants to call himself. He's already suggested another game for me, so I'll appreciate this suggestion here. We have Sheis spawning in purple at the 11 o'clock, and Firebathero spawning in brown at the 1 o'clock position. This map is geometry, and the part of the reason why this game is so interesting, and it is quite funny, just very interesting to watch, is because Samson Khan had already wrapped up the #1 slot for the first half of the Pro League last year by this point, so which meant basically they didn't need to win this game or not. It really made no difference in their standings, so they were locked for #1, and basically their players were just allowed to be goofy. And when you allow someone like Firebathero to be goofy, he really will be quite goofy. And by the way, the build he does here, actually, he demonstrates quite well in a I Love Star or Battle.net attack video. I forget which show it is, but you could search it up. Firebathero does this the same kind of build against a Protoss player, the same kind of very odd rush that he does in this game, and it's just quite a feat to behold. Firebathero talks the entire time, and someone added subtitles in English, and you go through his thought process, and it really is quite remarkable. He's basically predicting what the other player would do and just owning him psychologically. So basically, Firebathero, kind of a BM player, but otherwise not a poor player by any means, especially in psyching players out and going for goofy builds. Firebathero and Sheis both going for supply depots inside their base, so no super early rush. Map is geometry, by the way. I don't know if I just mentioned that. 4-player map, was around a year ago. Fairly simple map, a lot of open space in the middle of the map, but I don't think that's very important. I think what's more important is what Firebathero does in this game. And today is basically like TRL day here for Cholera, because I'm just doing a lot of games that you guys have been requesting me to do, and yeah, basically just listening to you guys, because you guys have great suggestions. In general, I mean, sometimes I don't get back to you on some of these suggestions. Most of the times, the games I'll do are short games, just because of my time constraints, and because I do want to cover some more recent games. But regardless, I do appreciate your suggestions. And it looks like a person in a panda suit there. Both players going for a Rax and a Gas. So going for a pretty standard Terran versus Terran builds. Firebathero is going to get a scout on his opponent first. Looks like Sheis went for a cross position scout towards the lower right. He's going to spot the factory going up for Sheis, and he's going to be harassing the SCV, building the factory. Firebathero, yeah, Sheis meanwhile not scouting Firebathero. And it looks like, wow, Firebathero picking off the SCV building the factory. That's just not very good play by Sheis there. I won't say that's Gosu play by Firebathero, but it's just more bad play on the side of the person getting harassed not to avoid that. Firebathero meanwhile putting up his factory. Looks like he might be putting up a second factory based on the position of that SCV there. Looks like Firebathero, what is he going to do? He's going to float his barracks up. And it looks like he is going to go 2 factory here. Floating the barracks, by the way, is an indication that players more likely to go for 2 racks, because usually if you're going to go one factory into you'll be going into one factory into command center. You'll be building more Marines from your barracks. But Firebathero is going to be going for a 2 factory build, getting his machine shop here. He's going to be going for a rush here, and we'll see how successful he is on this. Firebathero definitely, I wouldn't call him a cookie-cutter Terran player. I do use that term a lot, and I use it derisively because I do believe there's a very large class of cookie-cutter Terran players who sometimes play very well. Like, I would say, honestly, Mind, I might get some flack for this, but Mind belongs to that category. C, for example, all sorts of players, Kanata, I don't know, just going down the list. I mean, I really don't know much about some of these players, but cookie-cutter Terrans are basically players who, I mean, they think Terran is the best race to play, the strongest, and they have very good macro management, playing Terran versus Terran. But they also have a very conservative style, and sometimes they do win, like Mind won. But really, their style is just not very exciting to watch, and their control is often not at the top notch. Mainly because I feel they have the ability to out macro the other players. But you know, really, a macro heavy style like that is just too common nowadays to make it that interesting to watch. in my personal humble opinion. Firebathero going for double upgrades at his machine shops, 2 machine shops, so he's probably upgrading Vulture Speed and Vulture Mines here. That's what I guess, based on the fact that he has built a couple of Vultures already. And it looks like, meanwhile, Sheis also has followed up by building a couple of Vultures of his own. And one thing about this map, Starport going up for Firebathero, by the way, one thing about this map is your natural expansion is quite open. There are 2 ramps leading towards it, so you are very vulnerable to a Vulture rush. And Sheis, interestingly enough, building Vultures, but not choosing an attack with them or do any scouting with them. I feel like that's a mistake. He should have gone for tanks if he was just going to sit around. And Firebathero now moving up with his Vultures. His Vultures are speed upgraded, whereas Sheis' are not, so he's going to be able to get around faster, definitely. It looks like he's going to be picking off, with better control here, picking off 2 Vultures. Looks like he forced Sheis to also move all of his SCVs out. Looks like Firebathero landing the barracks at the choke point between the 2 bases, and that is another artifact of this map. It's kind of like Wuthering Heights, where you can do that also, I guess. But Firebathero has effectively locked Sheis out of his natural expansion, and he's going in for this quick Vulture rush. He's picked off all the Vultures at the natural, and Sheis cannot reinforce here. And Firebathero is taking a decisive lead in this game. He's going to pick off all those SCVs. Wow, poor SCVs managing to use the mineral trick to get out of the base, but meanwhile just totally getting decimated there at his natural expansion. Firebathero destroying the barracks, by the way, that was Sheis was trying to maneuver around his base, and Sheis is getting pushed into his base. He's forced to pull out his SCVs to defend against his marauding force here, and Firebathero is building something under his starport here. We'll see what he's doing. Now laying a lot of mines at this natural expansion, probably expecting some tanks or Goliaths to come out. Science facility now going up for Firebathero. That's right, a science facility going up for Firebathero off of 1 base. And ladies and gentlemen, that can mean one thing, and the Samson Khan female coach knows it. And in case you guys haven't figured it out, he's going for nukes. That's right, Firebathero is going for nukes. Firebathero getting his covert ops on his science facility, and Firebathero not only is going to destroy his opposing the opposing team's player, but he's also going to humiliate him here, rebuilding his barracks inside his base here, and also getting an academy up so he can get some ghosts. That's right, he's going to go for a nuke rush against his Terran foe here, and there's not much, honestly, the STX player can do about this. Basically, he's pinned out of his natural expansion. He probably doesn't even have an academy up, and now he's trying to push out with Goliaths. Interesting choice once again, and just moving them incredibly slowly because of all these mines here. And looks like Firebathero, wow, rushing in there and making the Goliaths focus on the Vultures instead of focusing on the mines. Great micro there by Firebathero. And I have to say, I'm impressed by Firebathero's play this game. If he could play this creatively and well, all of his games, I think he wouldn't even have to cheese against Savior to gain some notoriety. But looks like the command center manages to crush one of Firebathero's Vultures. Nice move there. Or maybe he just got shot, I'm not sure. But she is finally able to land his command center. I don't think he has any idea, though, what's about to come at him right now. Firebathero upgrading Cloak, also building something at his starport, probably a dropship, and now building the nuclear silo. And the nuclear silo will go up here. That's right, Firebathero is going to go for the nuke rush. And he did do this against his opponent in that I Love Star game, but that was before I watched this game. I thought it was just some noob who could have this done to them. But Sheis is not a noob. I mean, he's obviously a pro gamer. I don't know anything about him. And Firebathero is still managing to pull off a nuke rush against him. Obviously, that is partially an artifact of his very successful Vulture harass, and basically he had won the game by that point. He could have gone for tanks and won, but he's going to do it with style. Meanwhile, it looks like a Wraith from Sheis is going to be able to see this dropship. It looks like now he's going to start chasing it. Firebathero actually not using his dropship to drop off the Ghost, actually. I'm guessing what he's waiting for is a Cloak upgrade to be researched for his Ghost. He's going to have to drop it, though, or else he is going to lose his dropship. Looks like he drops the Ghost, and Ghost is cloaked! So before Sheis is able to pick it off, the Ghost cloaks. Sheis has absolutely no detection in his face. This is just terrible for Sheis. I mean, basically, he's going to get nuked no matter what. He's trying to put up an academy, but that's a little bit too late there, kid. And Firebathero could basically just wait for whatever he wants to nuke, basically. And a nuclear launch has been detected. Sheis is forced to pull all of his SCVs away from his main. I can't see the red dot because this is an old VOD, but I think he's probably aiming it towards the supply depots, is what I'm guessing. And it looks like he did aim towards the supply depots. Takes down 3 supply depots. Doesn't really cause that much economic damage, to be honest. But, you know, it's just humiliation at this point. Sheis is going to just get destroyed here. Firebathero has tanks already, and she is unable to affect any kind of counterattack here. And looks like she is, yeah, he could get stomped by just the ground forces of Firebathero alone. Forget about the ghosts, and she is GG's. So thank you, Black Magister, for sending me the suggestion. I hope you guys enjoyed another viewer requested game, and let's just take a look at what Firebathero does here. A little chin on his hands, kind of like a little Austin Powers move almost. Amusing by Firebathero. I think this is right after he beat Savior, I believe, last year, and he hasn't gone to his heights of his ceremonies as he's done now. He back then it wasn't so much of an arrogant bastard as he is now, but still amusing to watch back then as he is still. Hope you guys enjoy this commentary. This is Cholera signing off.